Good morning. Hey, Monkey Mind coming to you live from Chicago, Illinois. Gosh, today is one of those days that's so beautiful. It's just really difficult to come back inside. So I'm going to give you a quick thought about the fear thing, overcoming fears, moving forward through fear, and recognizing patterns. So I was reading something this morning or last night, I can't remember, about personality disorders, particularly narcissistic behavior. And something struck me about that behavior. Good morning. Hi, how are you? That behavior that I thought I would share with all of you guys, because it really pertains to all of us as humans in the world. And one of the things that it said in the article is that the pattern will prevail. And so that's why the self-awareness piece is so important, because if, as all humans do, we repeat the same patterns. We repeat patterns, relational patterns. We repeat eating patterns. We repeat patterns of, getting up close to the thing that we're fearful of and then pulling back. We have patterns that we have adopted. We have patterns that we were taught. We have patterns that we know about. We have some that we don't know about. And so the self-awareness piece is really important, because whenever you're trying to overcome something that you've never done before or that you're really scared of, the pattern will prevail, right? So if you've always gotten really, really close to this one thing and the fear has gotten in the way and you've gotten diverted or distracted or whatever happens to keep you from pushing through, that will keep happening. That pattern will keep prevailing until you recognize the pattern, acknowledge it, pay a little attention to it, do some work around it, and then make a new pattern. And a new pattern isn't formed in one try most times, right? Like, it's just like I was saying in another video, it's like a worn spot in the rug, right? And that spot got worn down over a long period of time. Good morning. Hi, how are you? It didn't just happen overnight, and the change isn't going to happen overnight, because that pattern is really strong and it will pull you towards the same people, whether they're good for you or bad for you. It will pull you towards the same behaviors. It will pull you towards the same feelings, the same frustrations, also towards good things. It's not just bad, but when you're trying to change, usually it's because you're trying to let go of something that's no longer working for you, right? So pay attention to the patterns. That's why journaling is such a powerful way to self-reflect, because a lot of times, good morning, a lot of times when we're not aware of the pattern and how it's showing up over and over in different parts of our life, the journal that we can go back to and reread and say, oh my God, I did that again, and I did that again, and I did that again. And you start to recognize, oh boy, every time, this person comes back into my life, or this type of person, or I reach out for, something new in my life, I end up getting a puppy, maybe, just like for an example. Speaking of that, hang on a second. Oh my God, he's like the cutest thing right now because he's finally tired. We went to the beach earlier. See, there he is. Hi, Artie. Yeah, so that's my pattern, right? Find something to take care of instead of taking care of myself. But here he is, and I love him, and we'll get through it, right? But so that's an illustration. And so when I say that the pattern will prevail, what I mean is that, until you get some acknowledgement around the pattern and pay attention to it and decide what you want to do to change it, and then be kind to yourself. These patterns don't come up overnight, like I said, and they take some time to change, and you will stumble. You will make 2 steps forward and take 3 steps back. A lot of times in coaching and in psychology, they call that the dip, right? So you jump, you take a huge leap into something. Maybe you put something out into the world that makes you feel very vulnerable, a book, a piece of artwork, a project at your job, a new relationship, something that you're trying that makes you feel vulnerable, and you put it out there and it's amazing. It goes really well. And then for some reason, there's this pullback, this recoil from that great emotion. And that's a lot of times, like I said, that's called the dip. It's very common, very natural. Just like with the stock market, anything that's healthy doesn't just go straight up. It has to go up and then level off, and then sometimes recoil a little bit, find a new level off, go up. And the level is what gives you the new foundation for the new pattern, right? And so it's fascinating, and it happens over and over, and you watch it in other people, you learn to watch it in yourself, and then you can use your knowledge about that pattern to better your experience and to give yourself a little understanding around it. It's like people say, I'm gonna, start working out in January, and by February they've already stopped because the same pattern plays up. Oh well, I can't do that. I don't have time. Da, 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 da. And it's a one day at a time thing, and it also has to be something that you care deeply about. Most change doesn't happen until something gets in your gut and really, really affects you. That's why people will, quit smoking the day after they find out they have lung cancer. Like, what? And so, but it's an emotional attachment to the change or to creating the new pattern. So that's my big pattern thing for today. I hope you guys get something out of that. I'm going to try to spend as much time outside as I can today. I really, really appreciate you watching. It's fun to see all your names come up. It's always people from all different walks of life, and I hope you guys are all doing really well. If you think something in my video might benefit someone hit the little arrow and share the video. I'm actually going to be doing another thing that I've been fearful about putting out there, and I will tell you guys about that tomorrow. So I hope to see you soon, and thanks for watching. Take care. Peace, guys.